Develop muscle memory in the horse neck, developing with timing and repetition. We increase in timing. And with Elsa, I show you how to change in direction on each side and develop muscle memory from each side separately before you're going to pick up two reins. So to teach horse, I'm going to make this horse straight for you so you can see and understand this. To teach horse, and I struggle so much with this, to understand, develop my feelings with my reins and timing, when I have to release, how long I have to stay in the physical exercise. It takes long time. In academy, I explain that, how to apply repetition, how many minutes you have to stay in repetition, how you know you have to release the horse, and etc. So we teach horse and stay still, to be flexible on the neck from the left and right side. And we also teach horse to be flexible on the left and right side, to change in direction and travel on the left and right side in the previous videos. So now we have to teach your horse to actually travel in a straight line and use the neck muscles and be collected. We call this collected. Okay? So a lot of times when you see, pay attention what I'm going to say right now. Horse have left side and horse have right side. Now when you're as a rider, when sitting a horse and you're looking at this neck, you will notice right away favorite side of the horse. When you're going to release the reins and you're going to travel on the loose rein, on the walk or on the right, horse going to keep head a little bit to the right, or horse going to keep head a little bit to the left. That's a favorite side of the horse. Same natural, same like a horse as a human, have right hand and have left-handed. Okay, so I am right-handed, that's my favorite side, and I am less coordinated and balanced on the left side. So horse will gonna travel, doesn't matter if you're gonna go to the right and horse gonna, to the right, and horse gonna keep head, neck a little bit to the right, because horse using right side of his body. Exactly the same what's gonna happen when you're gonna travel to the left. He's still gonna keep right side of his body. He still travel on the right side of his body. Horse cannot travel in a straight line using two sides together. Horse have to use or left side of his body or right side of his body. Same as a human, same as a dog, same as any animal. We have left and right side. We have to truly understand this before we go into any education to educate human or educate the horse. A lot of time I have question, Russ, when I pick up the walk, horse raising head up in the air. When I pick up the trot, horse raising head up in the air. When I pick up the lope, horse raising head up in the air. Nothing to do with here, with mouth, not to do with beat, if you don't use cruel beat. It's everything with physical abilities. You not develop physics of the horse, you not develop, flexibility of the horse and the horse body. Not spine, not rib cage, not hindquarters, and etc. It involves a lot of 2 million repetitions, physical movements, till horse will gonna memorize this physically and mentally and develop muscle memory. Okay? So first of all, we have to teach horse travel. I pick up left rein, you see what's gonna happen? Neck gonna curve to the left. So you right away teach horse travel by using left side body. What's going to happen? How are you going to notice that? Because if you're going to travel in a straight line and you're going to pick up this rein, your horse is going to start to lean to the right, not going to turn to the left. He's going to push with left shoulder outside. It means he's using left side of his body. Exactly the same is going to happen to the right. If I'm going to pick up rein, horse gonna, I can keep straight, so you can see horse nose go to the right. So it means this muscle engage to the shoulder, and horse gonna start to lean to the left with right shoulder. So it means he using right side of his body. Okay, so that's exactly what horse we're gonna do. So the best way to teach horse, that's if you're gonna teach horse travel in a straight line. Just randomly, they don't have to be perfect straight line. So the best way to teach horse to be flexible of the neck from the left side of his body, even I pick up right rein, or from the right side of his body when I pick up left rein, it's a circle, big circle, 60 feet, 50 feet. So when I feel he loses, he keeping shape, then I release the rein. If I feel he's losing the shape like here right now, then I pick up the rein and give him back again. So because if I'm gonna hold the rein all the time, then he's gonna rely on this rein right here. Now I'm gonna trot him in a circle and use this one rein and let him go right here. Beautiful. That's also see. Nice and relax. Very good. A little bit more deep nose inside. That's also see. Nice. Relaxed trot. And he keep in shape on his own. But anytime I pick up this rein up, he's flexible. He's not throwing his right side of his neck muscle. He's not throwing head up in the air. And it's very interesting to teach this actually in a round pen, okay? Because horse not gonna lean outside, because wobble gonna help you, okay? But if you develop very good bridle work methodology with yours on the ground, you don't need round pen, okay? You can teach this immediately in the open big space in this circle. If you're gonna take a drone and gonna put this drone on top of you and film it, how horse travel when you pick up the left rein and horse gonna travel in a circle, it's much easier for a horse because you bending the body inside, you stretching right side of horse body and you engaging left side body. Sure, it's not gonna get pretty right away. Horse gonna start to lean inside, outside, and then you have to navigate with your rein to keep the straightness and the circle. So horse is gonna start to travel in a circle. It's much easier to develop flexibility on the right side or left side body in a circle than straight line. If we're gonna pull towards our pocket or in the side, we're gonna disengage the hindquarters, okay? And horse again gonna lean to the right. So imagine if you're sitting right here, that's a horse shoulders right here. When you're gonna pick up this rein, you have to elevate the shoulder, and that's this neck muscle, inside neck muscle, is going to engage the shoulder, and it's going to be much easier for horse to travel in a circle. If you're going to pull to the side, you're just going to move away these hips, and horse will never going to travel in a circle. Again, it takes skills, a long time to develop this, understand, feel this muscle, feel the shoulder, feel the forward motion. Again, if horse doesn't know how to travel consistently in the forward motion, and horse have frustration already, everything gonna fall apart. Don't even try. Okay, so it's a previous education. That's why I explain methods have to be exist to each connect and be connect to each other. Okay. So when we develop very well on this circle, very well, left side of horse body and right side of horse body. You see, I pick up opposite rein and telling you opposite side of the horse, but that's actually what's going to happen. Then it's time to teach horse travel forward motion and learn how to keep this collection in forward motion. I'm going to give you a couple ideas how to do that with this stick, but in reality, my second part of this video, I'm going to show you actually physically how to apply this methodology with the horse, with young horse, 2 years old. So it's not going to be finished horse. So you can truly see it's possible to teach young horse to be that flexible at this young age. And I believe so much to teach horses. A lot of times we hear criticism from different riders. It's too young, and why we flexing horses that much, and etc. In my opinion, you take a person when he's 11 years old or 14 years old and start to flex him, he's going to be sore and he's going to be stiff as a brick, as a board. And if you take, I start my sport from grade 4, and I'm not sorry for that, because it's helped me so much today to be who I am and be that balanced and be that coordinated and be strong, very physically very strong. So if you're going to take young horse and you know what you're doing, you're not abusing, you're actually helping animal to be flexible in the future performance rider education. If you're going to take 4 or 5 years old and start to flex him, you're going to have such a hard time with this animal, because already stiffness developed, muscles very tense, and etc. Okay, mental abilities develop, and it's going to take much, much longer to teach the horse. Same as a human. You take older human, you start to teaching him to be flexible, you're going to have very hard time, and it's going to take much longer than teach younger person. Okay? So when everything what we're going to talk right now, it's about the perimeter in arena. Perimeter in arena. You can practice this in the round pen, you can practice this in the closed area, wherever space you have, 40, 50, 60, 200, 300 feet. It's a perimeter, and that's how I teach my horses. So first of all, horses have to travel in a regular loose rein. When I hold in reins and ask horse travel, that's how my horse have to travel. Not to lean to the left, not to lean to the right. In the loose rein, it's an exercise from the fourth level on the foundation program, travel consistently and consistent forward motion. And it transfer from the round pen. Okay, travel consistently, consistently, walk, trot, and lope. If horse not understand this, you're going to have struggles again, because horse going to lean to the left, to the right. You're going to start to fix with your reins. You're going to lose communication. Everything going to start to fall apart. So horse have to truly travel in a loose rein. When you release the rein, put the horn in his mane, and he have to travel in a straight line and not lean inside. And walk, trot, and lope, because you're going to have develop, understand the speeds consistent immediately, consistently, never stop till I ask you to stop or give you different exercise. So eventually, if you develop muscles here and you pick up and it's very flexible, and you develop muscles here and it's very flexible, when I'm going to pick up two reins, you're going to say, on the walks, everything starts in the walk, you're going to say, you travel, you pick up two reins, and you set in your brain, 1, 2, release. That's what's going to happen. It's not going to happen this. That's all. But you not release because he done this. You release just because 1, 2, and release. Travel for 10, 20 steps, and descend. Pick up. 1, 2, and release. Again, 20, 30 steps. 1, 2, and release. So you're going to finish this from the left side and from the right side when you travel, on the perimeter. You're not concentrating yet which side of the horse you travel, okay? It's a future discussion. So next day, you're going to say 1, 2, 3, and release. Again, second, walk 20, 30 steps, and again, 1, 2, 3, and release, okay? So eventually, you're going to start to feel, you're going to added more steps to the physical exercise. You're going to hold this person in the splits. It's going to be painful on your groin. It's going to be painful on your joints. It's going to be painful on your tendons and etc. That's going to be painful on his neck. That's going to be painful on his back. It's going to be painful on his hindquarters. You're developing the athlete. If you doesn't want to develop the athlete, don't apply that. Just ride your horse all the time in a loose rein and pull to the left or to the right with the reins to navigate him. And horse going to be stiff as a board. So without flexibility, horse not going to stop. Without flexibility, horse not going to turn. Without flexibility, horse not going to do side pass, lead changes, and etc. Okay? Because everything from the neck connect to the rib cage, shoulders, hindquarters, and etc. So every day you're going to start to increase the time. So eventually when you're going to start to travel on the walk around the perimeter, you're going to pick up and hold one circle like this. And you will going to see horse will going to keep the shape. Horse not going to start to wave head like this. Okay? The most horses when you pick up two reins, that's what they're doing. Because they try to escape from this discomfort. Not here, right here in the neck, in the back. And the hips. Okay? So that's a walk. And the trot exactly the same. Now I'm gonna explain you something. Okay? And that's very important. Every horse have their own physical potential and their own mental abilities. Not all horses, I'm gonna be very honest with you, not all horses can be flexible. Same as a human. Doesn't matter how hard you're gonna work with your horse, he will not gonna be flexible. Or because he's stubborn and he doesn't wanna put effort to be flexible, He's going to fight with you all the time back, or his conformation very weak, his back very long, his neck very short. You have to pay attention on all that. And he's all the time in the pain to do this job, and he's miserable mentally. So before he applies this education, I come back and I'm going to say, doesn't matter, you're going to have dry reins or tie downs or German martingales or twisted bits. Not every horses can be flexible, and not every horses can be flexible in forward motion because of their mental and physical abilities, conformation, and the brain. Okay? So next step, what we're going to do when we teach horse travel forward motion and use both neck muscles, that's what you're going to start to feel, a lot of feel under saddle, how horse going to start to engage. You're going to be elevated on the horse back because he's going to engage the spine, and you're going to feel a lot of pushing on your saddle from the back. So it means he raising up his back and he pushing with hindquarters. So remember the first video, I teach horse to be flexible and stay still. Now we teach horse to travel and develop this flexibility. But everything was left and right side, and after we combine together. So now you're going to say your horse, stay still, pick up the rein, because you're teaching him already to stay still and be flexible. And you're teaching him to understand travel immediately, consistent. I come back and explain this. Please pay attention to this. If horse not going to understand travel immediately, he going to start to throw head up in here. Methods have to be connect. If horse not understand travel consistently, he going to start to throw head up in here. Okay? So you're going to sit on your saddle, and you're going to pick up the reins, and he's going to flex his neck, and you're going to squeeze with both legs, and say travel forward motion. When he's going to make a one step, you're going to release. And you immediately stop your horse, okay? By pick up the reins. When he stops, you again ask him immediately flexible. Pay attention. Flexible. Travel forward motion, one step, stop, be flexible. And this moment, when you ask your horse to be flexible and you ask him forward motion, he's going to rise up. And it's not different option for him. Or he's going to start to throw head up in the air to fight. If you don't finish good preparation, foundation steps, or he's going to engage his neck muscle, he's going to transfer this, because he don't have pain here already. You develop this muscle. Mentally he relax, you're not tuning the beat. So he's going to take this brain, he's going to send to the neck, and after from the neck, he's going to send to the back. And from the back, he's going to send to the hindquarters. And he's going to push with his hind end. So what's going to happen? You're going to raise up under saddle, and he's going to make this one step. And you release and come back again to flexibility. Again, pick up the rein, and you're going to stop immediately. You release the rein. Let the physical abilities relax and mental abilities relax. If you feel every time when you pick up the rein and you feel pressure in your hands with reins, he's fighting, go back to the previous methods. Teach him to stay still, be flexible. Educate each left and right side, be separate in forward motion, be flexible. Then pick up two reins together. So when you pick up these reins and you feel this, when you pick up these reins and you feel this, you don't feel nothing. It's like a butter in your hands. And you can feel you rising up under saddle, and you push this, you feel this hind end pushing you forward. You've done a very good job. You can be proud of yourself. It's amazing feelings. Horse relax, horse not sweats, not running. Everything slowly, step by step, methods by methods. Okay? So now, when we're going to say to our horse, please be flexible, travel forward motion, release the rein, and now we're going to pick up again and ask him for 3 or 5 steps, travel forward motion. So we're teaching him, be flexible, stay still, pick up your rib cage, hindquarters, travel forward motion, release, immediately pick up and continue travel. So we are all the time saying, please engage this back, engage this hindquarters, be engaged in this neck. So eventually, in a walk and a trot, and eventually you're gonna say, please continue travel, stay still, be flexible, continue travel, and never stop and travel like that. So if like these steps, you're gonna break everything in pieces and pieces and start to teach horse to travel like that, your walk and trot gonna be so easy. So I hope this I hope this video helpful for you guys. And again, if you have any questions, please contact me. I'll be very happy to talk to you and answer your questions. Thank you so much for your time, and I see you in the next video on the second part and show you actually with horse all these exercises, what I explain in my philosophy. Thank you so much.